Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Nameless. And before we get into the game, we're gonna have 3 hours worth of updates. Yay! Because I don't do update videos because some people don't watch those, and then this way you're forced to listen to me update you. um, in case you haven't realized by now, it's about 2 weeks since the video went up where I was like, do you guys want me to do longer parts of this? And everybody was like, yeah! And I haven't done it, obviously, because for me, right now, that video went up today. And a resounding everybody was like, yay, longer parts, woohoo! And I don't know, you guys are nuts because you want to listen to me talk for an hour. But I'm okay with that, and I love you for it. I really do. So we will do longer parts starting now. I know I was going to try to do it when we got into Yinho's route, just finish off Lance's and start. But I couldn't remember when I was getting ready. I waited a couple days before I started Yinho's route from when I finished Lance, and I was like, what part was it in that I asked you guys for that feedback? I don't even remember because I just record something and I don't know what I don't know what the hell I say in each part. I don't remember. I'm not the YouTuber who goes through and watches my whole video because you would never get videos. You would not get half the content if I had to sit there and watch this shit all over again. Plus, I don't want to listen to me talk. I talk. I do the talking. I have to hear me talk when I'm talking. I don't want to listen to it again. So that's how that works. But so I was like, I don't remember. I'm like, well, I'm sure you guys probably are okay with longer parts because most of you guys that are watching this probably watched Code Realize or are watching that, because I'm just going to take the guess here that if you're watching the Otome visual novel games, that's your thing and you like watching them, and you'll probably watch all of them or any one of them and not just only this one. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like a niche thing. It's not like I will only play one Otome. I play all the Otome games. All of them. So I'm just guessing, that you're watching not just this, but if you are just watching just this, you should watch the other ones because they're amazing too. Hello, you're missing out on so freaking much. Pause this. Pause this. Go watch the other ones. There's some really good ones. Amnesia Memories is really good. Highly recommend that one. Mystic Destinies is really good. Highly recommend that one. And right now we're playing Code Realize. You should watch that. And Bad Apple Wars, by the time this comes out, has already started. You should watch that too. Oh, and To the Edge of the Sky. That's, off and on while the game gets released. You should watch that too. Just go watch everything. Just go watch it all. You've got nothing better to do. I'm just kidding. I say that. And I say that. And part of what I wanted to say with the going and we're going to start doing hour-long videos. I know it's been a while, but you know how we work on this channel. If you don't know, you should know, because I know this isn't the first time I've said it, but we say it repeatedly. I just literally lost my train of thought because I got 5 things to say. I record in advance. So I'm at least a week ahead at all times. If I get to the point where I'm not not a week ahead or a little bit more, I'm like, oh my God, we're not gonna, freaking out. Because I have 4 things that go up every day. That's a lot of content. That's a lot of things that I have to keep on the ball on. So, yeah. So I like to stay ahead because things happen. Life happens. Those things that people have. Friends? Yeah. I do have those, and every once in a while I see them. For me, it's usually, though, I come home from work and the last thing I want to do is see people. I'm like, no, I have to pretend I like people at work. I'm going to come home and play video games and have fun and pretend people don't exist. But every once in a while, those other humans insist that I do human things, and they make me go out and be a human and pretend, and, or every once in a while, my mom just decides at the last minute, hey, I'm going to come up this weekend, and you're like, okay, so I'm not recording. So I like to be ahead so that I can prepare for eventualities like this. Also, there are some days where you're just allergies, so I can't record because I'm miserable, or I just don't feel like recording, or stuff whatever. I like to be ahead. I'm prepared, okay? Not prepared for the zombie apocalypse, totally prepared to make sure videos go up for you guys, though. Oh, in the zombie apocalypse, probably have a good 2 weeks worth of videos still going on, just so you know. So cool. But anyway, also, I kind of wanted to point out, so for anybody who's new, who doesn't know, and or maybe wasn't paying attention and just doesn't know this anyway, but you should, I have a full-time job. This is not my full-time job. This is not what I do for a living. That would be laughable because this doesn't even pay for my Adobe subscription to be able to process the videos. So channel is just a funsies thing. So I do not have all the time in the world to record. I record a lot given the fact that I basically do this in the free time that I have. So I come home from work, I do the stuff that I need to do around the house, and I spend 2 hours, maybe 3 if I really just decide to skip doing shit, recording. So I just want to make sure that we know this so that we can appreciate and respect that if I can't get hour-long parts, if we go back to half-hour parts, because you know what, I'm running behind, and I just need to make sure we have stuff at least a week in advance, and the parts are half-hour. I just want everyone to understand that. I know most of you guys know this. You'll understand it. You'll be fine. You might be a little bummed because the parts are shorter, but I know you'll understand and you'll be fine with it. I just want to make sure that everyone does, and just respects that, because this is not my full-time job. I do this for fun. I do this because I enjoy doing it, but I also am not going to stress myself out to make sure that we have hour-long parts where I can't do anything else and this becomes a chore. That's not how I want this to go. Had that happened before, and that's why we took 6 months off the channel and wasn't doing anything. Because it literally was just a chore I just hated doing, and it just wasn't fun anymore. And I don't want to do that, because I want to be able to continue these games. I have fun doing these, and I want that to still be fun. So with that said, I will try to do the hour-long parts. Again, I know it's like 2 weeks late because I'm really ahead. And that's why I'm like, we could have been doing longer parts because then we would only be like a week ahead and whatever. All of the parts for this are already kind of processed and ready to go, except for the last 2 parts that I recorded before this. So I may or may not, I'm not sure, like kind of just put them together, like cut off the intro and end, like the beginning and ends, and just kind of make it one long video so that you have one part before this that's edited together. You'll know because I'll probably put something up here like edited together for length or whatever so that you know that it's been edited. I'll see how that works because usually we do this. We have a few minutes of recap before, so I might have to cut it off or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. And I'm sure I'll say this in Bad Apple Wars, but I'm going to say it here too, just in case. I may or may not do that with Bad Apple Wars because as of today, when I'm recording this, you haven't even seen Bad Apple Wars yet, and I've got like 13 parts of that recorded because I've just been recording that like a motherfucker because I'm having a lot of fun with that game. So I might edit some of those videos together where I can. I've processed, I think, like the first 6 or 7, so maybe the last few that I just did over the past couple of days that haven't been processed yet, I could edit those together, and then you'll see notifications on those that say the same thing. You'll probably see those before you see this, though. So, I don't know. This is the weird thing. We do things backwards here. Like, I should do a notification video like, hey, for anybody who watches the Atonement, this is what's going to happen. But, you know. Maybe I will remember, and if I edit them together, I will put up a notice in the first video that I edit and be like, hey, here's just a notice. I've edited a couple parts together, so that's why it's weird for the next couple days. Woohoo! Not going to do that for this one because it'll literally be one part, and then you'll know what the hell happened when you get to this. So, or I might not do it at all, and then then whatever. We talked about nothing. But anyway, 10 minutes in, there you go. There's your little update. We'll try to make longer parts. But again, I would just appreciate you guys to respect the fact that they may not always be an hour. I know that that's not going to be a problem for like 99% of you because you guys know how this works. You know my deal. You know that I'm always ahead. You know that I have a full-time job. You know that this isn't my life, even though I make it my life because I enjoy doing it. So most of you guys have been around for a while. You know how this goes. So I know that that won't be a problem. I just kind of want to make sure that that's said, though, just for the random occurrence that there's somebody who is literally going to flip out because I didn't do an hour-long part or thinks that I'm a dancing monkey. Because, there's always that one person. So just don't be that person, okay? Like, if anyone's going to be a jerk here, it's me. I'm the jerk of this channel. Nobody else gets that title. It's just me. Okay? Just me. Just Spacey. Anyway. So, with all of that said, we'll get into actually playing this game. So you'll get like maybe 50 minutes of this game. Whatever, it's still longer than what you're used to. So, psh, psh. Corner. I'm just kidding. All right, so we just did the exam, which was traumatic because it asks you questions. And you're like, how am I supposed to know? Some of these things I should know, but I freak out on tests. We know this. I'm terrible at it. A whale is a mammal. Is it? It's a bird, isn't it? And me can't answer simple. I'm like, wait, I know the answer to this. It's gonna ask me like 2 + 2 is, and I'll be like 6. I don't know. I'm serious. I'm really bad on tests, and yeah. Anyway, so we managed, but we didn't get a journal entry, and I'm sad about that. But I haven't done it. Just do the quiz a bunch of times just to see if we can get some journal entries, stack them up so we can read them all at the end. But anyway. We got an A+, didn't we? Yes, because we did it like 6 times. This is how I've overcome another obstacle in my life. Soy's memoir, chapter 18. Exams are my enemy. I love Soy. If that memoir comes out, I'll buy one from you before it goes out of print. What are you talking about? It'll become a bestseller right away and stay on the charts for a long time. Ugh, whatever. I'm free now. At the word free, Soy came back to life. Soy, who was lifelessly lying down, stood right up from her seat. That's right! Do you want to go hang out somewhere? Let's pig out! Oh, that makes me want, like, pizza or junk food or something so bad. You stuffed yourself yesterday. Sorry, not today. I have something to do. What? You traitor? Where are you going without me? I'm not going anywhere. I just have a pile of laundry I want to take care of today. I haven't done housework in a long time because of the exams. T and Yinho have volunteered to take care of some things for a while. I was planning to help out today and make up for all the things I felt sorry about. All right, you independent girl. But you have to hang out with me later, all right? You have to. All right. Good luck. Don't work too much. Yeah, okay. She's like, nah, bitch. I said I'm going to do laundry. I'm totally going to go play video games. That's what I do. Soy looked disappointed and left the classroom with Shinbi. As soon as Soy and Shinbi left, Yinho came to me and sat next to me as if he'd been waiting. How was the exam? It was hard as always. How about you? I'm not sure. Yinho laughed sheepishly. You must be tired. Hurry and go rest. Yinho whispered so no one heard. I nodded. I really felt the exhaustion creep in after I relaxed. With Yinho silently clinging on to me, I left the classroom. Oi! I heard a loud voice from afar. I turned my head and found Red running towards us. You guys are going now too? I'm lucky today. Let's go together. Shh, people will hear. Sure enough, some kids were looking at us. He's already famous, but since he's yelling and running towards us, everyone stared. It's nice to go home together, but if he yells like that, people might find out that we live together. I don't think it's a good idea to go together, Red. I told Red while peering around. Red seemed to ask why. Hey, where are you going? Oh, hi, T. Before I knew it, T was beside Red. Where are you two going? T pointed at me and Yinho standing side by side as he spoke. I'm going home, and my shadow is following me. I know. I said I was going to be nicer because we were abusive to him, but the clinging is too much. I quickly got away from Yinho, and I see that everyone is paying attention to us. We're all going our separate ways! As I said that out loud, some people stopped staring and went their ways. All right. But are you going home? Exams ended and you're not going out? T smiled and said. Seeing T, Yinho, and Red gathered together, the kids started walking slowly around us. Some even stopped to stare. I was very uncomfortable with the situation, but T seemed to enjoy it. Ugh, I hate it. There's so much housework to do. I have to wash the dishes, do the laundry. I didn't do anything because of the exams, so I have a lot of work to do. Where are you going, T? Come to think of it, I think T said he doesn't have to work today. He said Mr. Hoban specifically gave him the day off today. Then will T go out somewhere? That was the plan, but I changed my mind. I'll just go home. What? There's a kitten at home, and I have a feeling she'll, ruin all the dishes and clothes today. Ugh. T grinned. He did talk around it, but surely that kitten is me. What did he mean by ruin? When I lived by myself, I didn't really care about housework. But now Mama T's there to nag me all the time. He looks so happy every time he points out how clumsy I am with housework. Yeah, what the hell, bitch? I'll go care for my cat today. I stared at T with my red face, and he smiled happily. It's kind of adorable, but it's also kind of douchey, like, fuck you, I know how to wash a dish. You pick it up and you put it in the fucking dishwasher. Jesus. Or if you're me, you wash the dish first, then you put it in the dishwasher because my dishwasher's that bad. But anyway. On the other hand, there was one more thing Red wanted to ask. Huh. T, you have a cat? There's a cat in our house? You and I live together, and I've never seen a cat. Ow! Something came flying towards Red at his stupid question. Well, what was that? I looked at where the rock came from, and I saw Lance walking towards us. I was like, Lance threw a slipper? Where did he come from? What are you all doing? You're blocking the way. Move, please. You just threw so... Hey! What? Hey! Wait. You just threw so... Oh, like something. I was like, you just threw so? What? You just threw so... What? Hey! This isn't just a bag. It was Lance's bag that hit Red's head and fell to the ground. Lance picked it up indifferently and emptied it. It was packed with thick books. Slippers must not be big enough for him now. My bag was too heavy anyways. It was too heavy to carry, so I just threw it. Must have hit your head. I'm sorry. What he said didn't make any sense, but he didn't blink once. I miss Lance. I really do. Don't lie, man. You put those books on purpose. You put in those books on purpose. Red fumed. But he looked at me once and made a weird face as if he remembered he had something to say to me. He really is moody. Oh, right. Yuri texted me today and said we should eat something nice together at home since exams are over. He asked if fried chicken sounds good. At his words, I quickly looked around. Thankfully, there were a lot of people around, but no one seemed to have heard. How could you say together at home out loud like that, Red? Lance must have thought the same thing as he sighed. Aren't you going home? Oh, Yinho grabbed my arm. Yinho must have been aware of all the gazes, too. Yeah, I should get out of here. Oh, I should. Then everyone, goodbye. Okay, bye. Look at T. Look at the way he looks at us. He's adorable. I don't know what it is, that little, okay, bye. That shady bastard, I don't know. Red just always looks fucking confused and like, where's she going? Everyone except Red, who was still being slow, said goodbye to each other and headed their ways. I just can't understand why he's the canonical path. Like, he's the canon one. Like, that's the path we go down. It's like, he's like such a derp. Like, I don't understand. Oh my god. He really has nothing in his brain. It's like ridiculous. Well, it was more like see ya later than goodbye. I hurriedly left the gate. Whoa, okay, that was us walking home fast. Ugh, can't eat anymore. I'm done. After I got home, I rested for a bit and rolled up my sleeves. The boys all came home just in time. Thanks to that, I was able to finish the housework quickly with T and Yinho's help. And when Yuri came home last, we ordered fried chicken and ate together. I felt much better now that exams were over and from being full. I felt drowsy from being so stuffed. Master, are you finished? Should I get you a cup of tea? No, I'm fine. I'm too full even for tea. If I eat chicken every day, won't my muscles get really big? But your waistline will too. Yuri, weren't the chickens expensive? Everyone was rubbing their full stomachs and looking satisfied. But I suddenly remembered that Yuri paid and felt a bit worried. 5 boys and 1 girl. I think we ate almost 5 chickens. Is he fine with paying for all that? Jesus, that's a lot. It's something my honey eats. This is nothing. I'd like to get you everything you want to wear, eat, and drink, you know. And I'd also like to... It started again. I will cover my ears. No, Lance, it'll be faster to cover Yuri's mouth than your ears. I do not want to touch that mouth. What? What's that expression just now? Are you saying my mouth is dirty? Tisk tisk. You have no idea how many women covet these lips. Cherry boys. Cherry boys. Oh. I'm going to take care of what Master wears, eats, and drinks. Fierce competition as always. It's so hard to see my honey these days because we go to school and come back home separately. If I'd known it'd be like this, I would have been a student. If I'm in my honey's class, I'd be able to see you every day. I'm sorry I didn't predict this. I'd like to say no to that. Being in the same class with you, that scares me. Also, he would look ridiculous as a freshman. I suddenly imagined a creepy scene that gave me goosebumps. Endure Yuri's buttery words throughout the whole day, and that's going to be the path we do next, guys. That's not the only problem. I won't be able to handle all the jealous gazes from the girls. Lance and Yinho are difficult as it is. Difficult? I'm not complaining. I'm not complimenting. Oh. Because you probably... Okay. I'm not complimenting, but you guys are really popular. You guys have no idea how many jealous looks I get for being close to you all. And if Yuri joins, going to the academy will be hell. Thankfully, Yinho's fans have decreased a bit. I rattled on my complaints and ended up saying more than I should. I peered at Yinho's face, but he didn't seem to mind. I feel more comfortable with no one around me. I like being able to talk to Master during recess. If I'm surrounded by people, I grow apart from Master. I don't like it. Yinho said indifferently. Yinho's fans decreased? What? Yellow? A justice warrior must always be at the center of people's attention. I don't think I can be a justice warrior then. I think it's better to be quiet than to be uselessly noisy. Except, I don't think it's good to get too isolated. Lance said, worrying about Yinho too. But more than that, I never thought Lance would say such a thing. I thought he's the most isolated one. I was about to say something to Yinho, too, when the phone rang. Huh? Wait. It was a number I didn't know. I hesitated, but took the call. I ran towards the kitchen to be surrounded by silence and took the call. Hello? Spacey? Mom, what's up? At this hour? Isn't it night there? Where are you? I'm home, of course. I came home early because the exams ended today. Oh, that's lovely! But what's with the number? Oh, I'm calling from a telephone box, but I'm glad you're home. Then I can see you today. What? Your dad and I have just arrived. Arrived? You mean you're here? Yes, we had to make a quick stop for a conference. The trip goes through Korea, so we decided to drop by for a while. It's been a while since we saw your face. Fuck! Oh! My parents have suddenly come home. I remember the last time she called. She said she wouldn't be able to come for a while. I glanced at the living room. I thought it was quiet, and sure enough, all the boys were silent and listening to me. As usual, I'll send a cab over. Let's eat at the hotel restaurant. We can't leave the hotel because we have an early flight tomorrow. Oh, okay, all right. I'm used to Mom sending a cab for me. I would have been like, seriously, I already ate dinner. When their schedule's tight, they stay at a hotel by the airport and stay put there. I reserved a table at the hotel restaurant, so hurry up. Okay, all right. It was a bit sudden, but that was how they usually are. Then see you later. Okay, see you later, Spacey. I wrote down the car number Mom told me and hung up the phone. I was a bit nervous, so I sighed. Coming here all of a sudden, it was so like my parents. But I'm glad they can't come to the house. I would have been upset before. Such a strange change. Is it because the boys are with me? The boys in the living room were waiting for me to tell them about the call. I slowly explained everything. Everyone understood and told me to have a good time. I quickly got ready and was about to leave the front door when Yinho grabbed me. Master, why? Yeah? I'd like to go too, but that'd be impossible, right? Oh, sorry, it's a family dinner, so I can't. Besides, if my parents see you, they'll be too surprised. Family dinner? Family... Are your parents precious to you? What? They're family, so the two must be really precious to you. Of course, they are my parents. Yinho stopped talking, but he was still holding on to my clothes. I told him, but I could tell he still wanted to come with me. I feel a bit restless since the car was about to come soon. Oi, kiddo, my honey's gonna be late now, and if you cling on to her for everything, even an angel would feel uncomfortable. Okay, I know. I'm sorry for asking, Master. Oh, it's nothing. I felt Yinho'd get gloomy again, so I quickly thought of another subject. Oh, on my way home, I'll get ice cream. We'll eat it together when I come back. Oh, all right. Yinho's face brightened. I'll be waiting until you get back, so be careful. I'll worry if you're late. Okay, I'll come home as soon as I can. I said bye to the rest of the boys in the living room. Then I'll be back. Rest here. Be careful. Okay. Here. It took quite a while to get to the hotel from my house. When I arrived at the hotel, I saw Mom waving in front of the restaurant entrance. Oh, Mom, Dad. I haven't seen my parents in a long time. They did look tired, but I felt relieved to find them both healthy. I hugged them quickly and went into the restaurant. I really haven't seen them for a long time. After greeting each other, we moved to the table they reserved. I'm glad you look happy. You too, Dad. Yes, I think you've grown since the last time we saw you. Are you still growing? Really? I haven't noticed. You've grown a lot, and you look quite like an adult now. And you look more mature. Do you think so? I still remember when she was a crybaby. Wow, Mom, you're kind of a bitch. Mom, don't you remember? You have no idea how difficult it was when you wailed and begged for something. Did I? I don't remember much from when I was little. Do you really not remember? Let's see. Yes, that doll. How old were you then? Honey, do you remember the doll your father bought her? A doll? I was intrigued when I heard that. I must have liked dolls since I was little. I think I did, since I like toys in general. Come to think of it, I think I surrounded myself with toys to miss my parents less. A doll? Oh, that was a doll. All right, I remember too. Father bought it for you without telling us. Dad agreed, saying he remembered. Yes, you liked that doll so much. It was so worn out and dirty that we told you we'd get you a new one, but you cried and cried, wailing no. We didn't throw it away in the end. After Grandpa passed away, I put it in the storage room. I did? I don't remember at all. I must have been really stubborn the way she talked about it. But it's weird. I don't remember anything about the doll. Besides, we have a storage room? I tilted my head. Really? I thought you'd remember that doll since you cherished it so much. Thanks to that, I was late for my conference presentation that day. Well, maybe you shouldn't have been such a bitch. I thought hard, but I couldn't remember anything. Aha. Okay, so in the beginning, you have to name a doll, right? And I named it after my bird. That's creepy. Creepy. And I know at the end you have to remember that name because then there's like a little story. I don't think there's like, it's not really a path, but there's like a story about that doll, is what I'm assuming now that this comes up. So see, it's kind of interesting because you wouldn't have known about that. And it makes sense that they bring it up in Yinho's path because, like, he was abandoned and now, oh my god, we abandoned poor Neelix. Oh, my poor little booger bird. Oh, who's just sitting right here staring at me. Oh, I'll never abandon you, buddy. Oh, no. Poor birdie's all lonely because his birdie friend's gone. Oh, actually, you seem to be doing okay. Don't go, Master. Don't abandon me. Don't forget me. Dolls are forgotten. What Yinho said suddenly flashed through my mind. I'm sorry. I ended up apologizing without knowing. I felt sorry for that doll rather than my parents. If it was a doll I cherished that much, why can't I remember anything about it right now? Don't apologize for what's past. But really, honey, I thought you remember that doll forever. But I guess as you grow up, you get tired of it and get interested in other things. Well, come to think of it, do you still collect those dolls that look like people? What? Those heavy dolls that look like people. Do you still play with them? Oh, I evaded. Mom looked displeased with me. You never get sick of playing with dolls. Aren't you interested in something else? I felt a bit upset at Mom's words. BJDs. BJDs! Ball-jointed dolls are an important part of me, even if no one else acknowledges that. Anyways, you're so much like your grandpa the way you collect all those things. And you're like your dad the way you quickly forget the things you're no longer interested in. Wow, that sounds like a stab at your dad. Jeez. You're like that too. When you're into something, you stop eating and spend your whole time researching. But when you get tired of it, you give up right away, don't you? That's just being realistic. What can I say? I'm a Renaissance man and master things quickly. We'll agree to disagree. Haha. I know I'm making the mom twatty, but she's kind of a twat. Ahem. So is that old doll still in the house? I don't know. I put it in the storage before. I don't remember seeing it ever since. Is it still in the storage room? Oh, right. Then do you remember this? Mom and Dad looked happy as they talked about when I was little. I had fun listening to stories of when I was little. We finished dinner in a joyful mood. I wish we could go up together and talk more. We haven't seen each other in a long time. Right now? It was dark outside the window. I saw the clock and it was pretty late. I should start heading home now. We're supposed to refuse and go home. I wonder what happens if we spend the night. Probably nothing. I mean, that's not a bad path. That doesn't, Hold on. I think our next choice is where we get the bad path. Yeah. So we're just going to refuse and go home. I remembered the boys seeing me off. More than that, I thought of Yinho, who asked me not to be late. But I couldn't think of an excuse. Yinho's surely waiting for me right now. Here, let's go up. Let's talk more. I'll call a cab when you go back, so don't worry. After seeing their faces, I couldn't refuse. I ended up just hesitating and couldn't find an excuse to give. All right, let's go. Didn't I say refuse and go home? Did I click the wrong thing? I talked a lot with Mom and Dad in their hotel room. The research they've been working on must have done pretty well. Dad got excited while talking about his work and fell asleep after gulping down beer. He's weak with alcohol, but he does this every time. I'm sorry that Dad's like this when you're here. It's fine. I had a good time today, but I can't stay the night, though. Mom has so many things other than Dad to care about. I can't trouble her by staying the night here. I'm so sorry. Let's have some more family time when we come back next time. Yeah, in 5 years? Yeah, maybe for my wedding. Okay, that sounds good. Then I'll be off. All right, be careful. Can you text me when you get home? Okay. Mom got a cab and helped Dad to the lobby. I was nervous from meeting them. I forgot to call home. It was already almost midnight. Everyone should be sleeping by now. I held up my phone and checked the texts. I thought maybe Yinho sent me some texts. But there was none. Is he sleeping? Thank you, sir. I got out of the car and looked at our house. The windows are all dark. Everyone must be sleeping. I guess they're all tired from the exams and housework. I felt the fatigue creeping over me. I'm sleepy too. I should go to bed right away. I lifelessly treaded to the front door. Who is it? Something squirmed in the dark. As I screamed with fear, the shadow jumped towards me. Ah! Huh? You know? The shadow abruptly approached me and grabbed my clothes. Someone who grabbed my clothes is... Master! 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 I heard Yinho's small voice through the dark. He was repeatedly calling my name and his eyes were unfocused. Yinho, are you okay? I held onto his shoulders to calm him down. Were you outside for long? His shoulders were stiff from the coldness. I could feel his cold body temperature through his thin clothes. Yinho slowly moved his mouth. I thought you wouldn't come. What? I thought Master would disappear. I thought if I wait like this, you'd come back. But no matter how long I waited, Master didn't come back. You should have called. I remembered the empty text box. There weren't any missed calls. So naturally I thought he went to bed. Yinho's red eyes shook in the darkness. You said to call you, but I was scared. I was so scared. Scared? Yinho's shaking eyes look at me desperately. I thought we had a breakthrough with him. I thought we had a fucking breakthrough. Why are his eyes so sad? If Master says she doesn't want to come back anymore, then that she's much happier with her parents. So what if she says she won't come back? Or what if? I'm just sitting here waiting for her. What if Master forgets about me? Yinho sounded lost and was trembling. He's got some serious fucking trauma. Yinho... I was surprised at his overreaction. I just wanted to see my parents. I had no idea he'd react like this. Master, your family is precious to you, right? Uh-huh. You wouldn't change your family for the world, right? Of course. To me, Master, you are precious. I don't know exactly what a family is, but if I had a family, I think I would feel like this towards them. You're more precious to me than anything else in this world. But Master won't feel that way, right? I know Master has so many precious things. I also know there are a lot of people who like you, but then what should I do? Held onto my clothes tightly. Oh, he's getting creepy again. The wrinkles on my sleeves were sharp, as if they were the scars in his heart. I tried, so you could be satisfied. I said I'd try, but it's not enough, is it? I'm not enough, right? Master leaves when your family calls. I can't even beat a dead family member. When he mentioned Grandpa, something struck my heart. That's... I mean so little to you. For me, you are everything. So I can't let you go. Okay, I swear I said refuse, right? But I couldn't stay the night? But I feel like now we're getting, creepiness going on here. Hold on. Really? Okay, this is weird. His eyes were full of tears. I felt like the tears in those red eyes were boiling. I have nothing. There's no way for me to keep you by my side forever. If Master decides to abandon me, I can't stop it. Let go of me and backed away. Only took a step back, but I felt like he was so far away. In his eyes, I saw a hurricane of inscrutable emotions. I tried, but it didn't work. Even when I tried to be overly nice, it didn't work. You wanted to leave me instead. I just wanted to be by you all the time. Spread out his arms, and his lifeless eyes looked at me. Family. Yes, I want to be your family. Like your grandpa you loved until he died. No, even after he died. So Master won't forget me even when I disappear. I want to mark me deep inside you. That sounds so creepy and rapey. Ran towards me. In a flash, he leaned close to me and held on to both of my arms. Master, I want to be your family. What can I do to be your family? I'll do whatever Master tells me to. I can do anything. See, now he looks a little less childlike in this one. Still has a sweet, innocent face, but he looks a little less 12. But still, I do feel really fucking bad about his trauma. We really need to, how can you fix him? He needs to be fixed so bad. So bad. Calm down. I tried to take his hands and calm him down, but he took my hands instead and put them on his chest. I could feel his heartbeat through my palms. I lost for words and just stared at Okay. You can't believe me? If Master asked me to take out my heart and show it to you, I can do that too. So Master, teach me. What can I do? I want to be your family, and I want to be with you forever, even after I die. His hands grabbing my wrists got stronger. His trembling only told me desperation. He was so desperate, and I didn't know what to do. His beating heart and his shaking legs let me know how he felt. Let me know how he felt. My heart and his heart are both heavy. I see Yinho feeling both the fear of being abandoned and the desire to have me by himself. How many emotions are you holding in your heart? Yinho's tiny body won't be able to handle all those emotions. I felt confused seeing Yinho like this. And among all that, I wondered about something. Do I really understand this boy? I see Yinho's face in front of me. Although he was almost embracing me, he still looked cute. Just a moment ago, he was nice to me and cared for me. But is that really all? Is this cute and lovely face all there is to Yinho? No, there's a crazy. What if I wasn't adoring him, but pitying him? Maybe I didn't truly care for him when he was lonely and nervous. Maybe I just pitied him and pretended to understand. Maybe I ignored all the problems and was hypocritical to him. I mean, I think you were ignoring his problems. I don't know if you were being hypocritical necessarily, but not knowing his scars were festering. I didn't try to understand the real reason he was this sick and troubled. What can I do for Yinho when he's like this? What I'm feeling for Yinho amongst this confusion. Oh, hold on. Save. Boop. Let's go. Where were we? I'm just going to save over. Well, hold on. I'm going to save over this one. So we're going to get a bad path now, guys. So this is the funny part. The good path, we're supposed to say, I don't expect anything from you. And the bad ending, we're supposed to say, I'll always be by your side. So I'm afraid because of what happened the last time we did a bad ending. So I'll always be by your side. What I'm feeling is bad ending. I'll always be by your side. I told him like I always do to ease his anxiety. Competitor is what this chapter is, which is interesting. At those words, Yinho let go of me. Always by my side? Yes, I'll always be by your side. I can be your family. You'll be my family? Yinho stepped back again. He sounds suspicious. I calmly talked to him to get rid of his suspicions. Yes, if that's what you need to be happy, I'll be your family. I'll always be by your side. Don't be nervous. Liar. What? No, I was just talking to myself. Sorry, Master. Were you surprised? Yinho suddenly changed his attitude. I was surprised and stared at him. He laughed bashfully. I must have been nervous because you were getting late. I'm sorry. Forget what happened. I must have been tired. Wiped his tears with his sleeve. He tries to act calm, but his eyes are still red. It's really late. Let's go in. We're going to catch a cold. Dragged me into the house. His hands are still cold. Is he really fine? Is it really all right like this? After talking with Yinho, I wrote in my diary. What happened today? Exams and meeting my parents? Yinho waiting for me. After I wrote my diary, I worried about Yinho again. Fake yawning makes me real yawn. I closed my diary and plopped down on the bed. I see the white ceiling. What time is it? Exams, dinner with my parents. So many things bothered me today. What's up, buddy? What are you all excited about? Is there birdies outside? I should sleep and start fresh tomorrow. My eyes closed. Yeah, there's birds outside. He's all excited. Ugh, what is this? Something's pressing my neck. I can't breathe properly. I open my eyes. Is he strangling us? Someone was on top of me. It was a familiar face. Yinho? I couldn't speak because I was out of breath. Master. Huh. Yinho was choking me. Is this a dream? Master. Be happy. Happy about what? Let go. Be happy. I found a way to be together. It must be painful now, but we'll be together soon. Master. So in one path we beat him, and in the second one he chokes us to death? Yeah, this is touching and wonderful. Dear God. Was out of his mind. Yeah. His shining eyes were crazed. I instinctively realized he was dangerous. Meant it. He is such the fucking Toma. He's the motherfucking Toma of this game. I can't. No. Always meant it. He's really trying to hurt me right now. I struggled, but I felt myself growing weak. My sight becomes blurry. We can be happy together, Master. I will always be by your side. Please, someone help. Anyone. I yell out silently. He probably stabbed the others. They're all dead. That moment, the door slammed open. Who is it? As Yinho flustered, let go, air entered my lungs again. As soon as I escaped his grasp, I instinctively backed away from him and to the wall. So this is what happened in the end. Oh, thank God. T came. T! I called T while coughing and he approached Yinho. I thought it was dangerous, but I'm disappointed. T, you came here to interrupt, didn't you? Master and I were finally going to be together, Yinho said while glaring at T. Oh, there we go. There's a creepy face. I was like, he doesn't have a creepy face. I don't care if you're disappointed, T. I understand you care for Master, but I won't give in. I told you before, but don't misunderstand. I'm not disappointed at Yinho. I'm disappointed at her. What? How could you be so easy? I'm disappointed. My heart pounded at what T said as he looked at me. Is he talking to me right now? I respected you as an owner, you know. If you let yourself get hurt like that, how would I feel? T, what are you talking about? If you were going to get hurt that easily, T grinned. I should have been the one to hurt you. Oh dear God! Why are they all Toma? Okay, Lance is like so far the best. Fuck the rest of the. I just don't want it anymore. Like, T, what the fuck? I was not. No. Oh my God, why? Why are you being weird too? Oh my God, guys. Okay, so this is some Chucky shit right here. When your dolls come to life, stab them. Not, oh yay, they're cute boys. No, get out of my house, you freaks. Nope. Spacey's scared now. Dolls always come to life and they're always scary and it's always horror. This is psychological horror right here, okay? T, what the fuck? It's bad enough we had one Toma in this game. I don't need you being a Toma too. I can't handle that shit. Especially because we haven't gone down your path. You know what I mean? It'd be like going down T's path and then Yinho's like, oh, I may creepy. And you're like, I expect that from you. I've seen your bad paths. We haven't seen you yet. You're making me scared for your path. I don't like it. And Lance did nothing creepy. I mean, he turned into a doll. What was the second bad path of his? I don't really remember. The worst thing he did was get a little, well, okay, and that wasn't bad. It was like I want you to call my name all night. What now? Ooh. And that was a little, but that was sexy times, and that was a little, oh wow, you're just gonna, I mean, yeah, okay, I get the little, like, forcing the kiss on you thing. But I mean, technically we liked him and we shouldn't be mad about it. Oh, yes, you should be if you were like, I'm not interested in kissing you and someone forces you to kiss them. That is sexual harassment. That's wrong. But in this game, I don't think she was necessarily like, no, don't kiss me. She was like, what are you doing? Oh my God. You can't just do that. You're supposed to ask me first. And then I would have said yes. And he just made it awkward for her is what it was. I mean, as Spacey, the person playing this, I wanted him to do that, so I'm okay with what happened. I am not okay with this. I respected you, but if you put out so easily like that, then I gave up for nothing. T, what are you talking about? I didn't understand anything T said. If someone was going to hurt this girl, it should have been me. T, you had your eyes on her too? I knew it. This has to be a dream. No, a nightmare, bitch. My dolls would never act like this. I felt betrayed and disgusted. Shh, it's late, so be quiet. If someone wakes up, we'll be in trouble. T sleekly put his thumb on his lips. You know, I think I'd be able to hurt her better than you. Now then, it's late. Why don't you go to bed? Do you think I'd back off that easily? Yinho attacked T. No, not violence! Ugh! T grabbed Yinho's tiny body. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to even touch anyone other than my owner. Like, wow, this is all sorts of... But I have no choice if I'm to have her. I have to put you down first. Let go! Sorry, I didn't want to do this. T pointed to the shelf. The shelf where the doll bodies are. He's not... If you are loud, you'll bother others, so I have no choice. T grabbed Yinho's doll body and pressed the mouth part hard. Stop! Stop! This was too painful to watch. Is he slowly suffocating? Please, you two stop! Don't worry. It'll be over soon. T looked at me and grinned. The grin was so scary. I'm like literally scrunching as far down as I can on my couch. I don't like this at all. Oh, right. You're good at acting, aren't you? You don't tell anyone about your hobby at the academy. I'm glad, since tomorrow you'll have to act as if nothing happened. Of course, I don't want you to pretend you love me. My head hurts. I can't see what T is doing to the doll body. I just saw Yinho clutching his head in pain and collapsing to the ground. I don't want that. As long as I can touch you, I don't need anything. Yinho fell to the ground and closed his eyes. What did T do to the doll? T jumped over Yinho's body, collapsed on the ground, and approached me. Look at the skin! They looked... Wait. Can we just go back for a second? Oh, we can't. No, we can't go back. Damn it. Oh, wait. Can we? No. I just... The normal look, and then this crazed, glazed eye look. Oh, my God. So you should have stayed above it all, owner. Since you were to be destroyed, I had to come. If you were going to be destroyed, I had to be the one to do it. Got it? T grinned. Normally that would be like, oh, look, he's so cute. But it's like, oh, God, but there's something scary in his eyes. Guys. I desperately hoped for all of this to be a dream. But as soon as T touched my cheeks, I knew it was real. I shook. Now, you better stay quiet. Are you ready? Oh, he's Toma too. Oh, God. God, guys. That was
아름다운 카페 반줄에 오신 걸 환영합니다.
Guys, the bad end. I know that there was a warning in the guide that said that these bad endings were bad, but for fuck's sake. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just can't. Oh my God. Oh God, guys. Okay. I know this part isn't quite an hour, but since we had the bad ending, I'm gonna leave it here with the bad ending, and then we'll start, because I don't want to start and like read like 5 minutes of the good chapter and then go, I'm just gonna leave you with that trauma. I think you need, I don't know why, I need someone else to suffer along with, so just suffer till tomorrow. These bad endings are, I like I said, I know the guide said that they're bad, but this is really fucking bad, guys. This is just, holy shit. T, you disturb me now. Look, and he looks here so innocent and pretty, and Yinho's over here normal. So far, Lance is the only, like, normal one, and he's just moody and bitchy and, like, whatever. He really was the best path to go down first, because I think if I went down Yinho's path first, I'd have been fucking traumatized, and I don't think I could play this game. Like, oh my God. I would, of course, continue because I'm really curious about what happens, but oh my God. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here. Next time we'll probably do a full, like, normal kind of hour. This one was a little bit under, but I need to go cry in a corner for a little bit before I record the next part. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.